There'll be some 3 million people required to live.
Harnessing the sea and surmounting the biggest challenges of all time. The Palm is an engineering feat of our century. Amazingly, more than 5,000 years ago, Deira, an ancient Harappan metropolis, boasted a meticulous arrangement of its city complex and a water management system way ahead of its times. How was this possible? Is necessity the mother of all ingenuity? While ancient intelligence was tempered by the dictates of nature, New Age thinking has constantly sought to harness these. Dubai's Palm Islands, each resembling a huge palm tree, are a perfect example of this. Consisting of Palm Jumeirah, Palm Jebel Ali, and Palm Deira, the world's largest man-made islands, the project is an engineering marvel and is regarded as one of the most ambitious projects of all time. The palm shape maximizes Dubai's beachfront in a way that a traditional circular island wouldn't. The ingenious design of fronds fanning outward into the sea allows residents to enjoy uninterrupted views. While Palm Jumeirah is almost complete and residents have started moving in, Jebel Ali and Deira are in their various stages of construction.
With Palm Jumeirah and Palm Jebel Ali, they're much more a gated community, I suppose. You could look at it from that perspective. They're focused on a specific demographic based on their size and the capacity and their locations. With Palm Deira, we're more about a city, so we're more about the 1.3 million people. We have accommodation or facilities for all parts of the community, so it's a sustainable city.
Just imagine this. To start with, there is absolutely nothing but the sea. And designers are out to create an irregular shape as a palm tree on the sea. The most audacious design plan ever. One that brings with it monumental engineering challenges.
The main challenge was not on the site here. It was with the supporting activities. To bring 10 million tons of rocks to build a breakwater of 20,000 linear meter in 3 years' time, that's unprecedented.
The creation of the breakwater is one of the first tasks to protect the islands from the strong currents and winds of the Arabian Gulf. Despite being more expensive and difficult to source, the breakwater is created from rock instead of concrete slabs.
One of the major factors of not utilising concrete and having natural materials such as rock and sand is its environmental impact. With concrete, one, you have the deterioration of concrete over time. Two, you have the chemical reaction with water. So that's why we use the natural materials. It's a lot better and a more sustainable outcome.
Once the breakwater is completed, it is time for land reclamation, never attempted before on such a huge scale. Since there are no fixed points of land to survey from, the Palm uses a satellite technology that allows engineers to check the accuracy of sand placement to within 1 centimetre of its target. But what makes this process truly amazing is the fact that the sand 94 million cubic meters for Palm Jumeirah alone, was taken from the sea, not from the desert. The sea sand is more environmentally sustainable and seismically stable than desert sand. It also has the fertile organic content that allows marine life to grow. The sand is sprayed by the dredging ships, which are guided by satellite onto the required area in a process known as rainbowing.
The tolerance is quite amazing. It's plus or minus 500 millimetres is the tolerance based on a 12.5 kilometre stretch of island. So the global positioning is one of the key factors to how the island is formed and positioned on the ground. Each vessel that we have, 12 of them, the main vessels, have global satellite positioning.
It is vital now to settle the sand before it is built on. A natural process that takes millions of years. To build on unsettled land can lead to slippage. The Tower of Pisa being a good example. So to hasten the settling, the sand undergoes a process called vibrocompaction. The combined action of vibration and water saturation by jetting rearranges loose sand grains into a more compact state. It is performed with specially designed vibrating probes. The probe is first inserted into the ground by both jetting and vibration. After the probe reaches the required depth of compaction, sand is added from the ground surface to fill the void created by the vibrator. The Palm, preceded by years of research, trials and environmental assessments, is a great example of engineering at its marvelous best. The project also symbolizes Dubai's heritage, since the tree here is referred to as the bride of the orchard. And it puts water, the most important source of sustenance, center stage. Water, humanity's life force, also sustained the Harappan metropolis of Deira some 5,000 years ago. Situated in today's Gujarat, India, it was a highly centralized and technologically evolved civilization.